Finland is known for its high-quality teaching and functional schooling system. Many international studies, including the PISA assessment, communicate good results. We have enthusiastic, well-trained teachers, and we also have well-planned and functional learning environments. Let's go and ask the users and designers how all this has come about. In Finland, this is probably based on the fact that we strive to take care of each and every student, including those with special needs. Individual study plans are prepared based on individual study paths, and also weaker students are able to succeed in our system. Uniformity is our strength. Tomorrow's schools and learning environments are in fact somewhat congruent in this sense, since school as a learning environment is one way of studying and learning, and now the external environment also opens up as another option and location for learning.
The era of independent studying has come to an end. Things are done through discussions. Therefore, this also becomes highly emphasized in interior design.
School not only offers physical premises and facilities, it also provides an opportunity to learn outside school.
In the future, the objective will be to build learning environments in a manner that encourages an overall atmosphere of dialogue and teamwork.
The manner in which we are used to studying, for example, the teacher sitting in the front and students listening to the study contents, no longer lends itself to the school today. The audio-visual technology, teaching methods, and IT as a whole develop so quickly that they require alertness and following up on what's happening in the world. Students have changed in that they have become internet savvy and fluent users of various social media. Consequently, the ways of processing information change so much that it forces us to rethink the tools and methods of teaching and to find ways of developing the learning process. The concept of tomorrow's school aims to emphasize the fact that a school is a formal learning environment with study contents and planned study modules, whereas the informal learning environment refers to all learning taking place outside school. The importance of information remains the same, whether it comes through the internet or from our school books.
In the future, the objective will also be to use schools more for leisure activities.
Our traditional allocation of premises, with computer classes and libraries, hallways and restaurants or canteens, will go through a change. Different premises will be merged, and there will be more and more multi-purpose spaces.
Such spaces can serve as a venue for youth activities or parents' meetings, and all this needs to be accounted for in the design phase. A lot of this can already be seen today with schools having their old traditional canteens turned into an open space connected to the hallways, thus creating marketplace-like spaces where people casually meet each other. These are meeting places where true interaction takes place and which bring a companionable atmosphere to the schools. Today's school raises children into young adults, which means that they step on their schooling path during preschool and end it in the same premises after upper secondary school. This is a huge change in the school world and a child's life.
Obviously, the most visible changes take place through IT, with the chalkboard giving way to data projectors, interactive displays and such.
Technology keeps developing, and the school also wants to keep pace with it and reserve all opportunities to provide such premises to the students, children and pupils, where they can also use information technology to develop further.
We will have teaching premises of various sizes and shapes, where different kinds of group and process work forms are utilized. This brings such challenges to future schooling that not even our schooling system has been able to respond in all respects.
A designer's task is to find this extensive growth scale to the premises in an appropriate manner. The premises need to work for infants and young adults alike.
Expectations of transformability and flexibility are especially focal with regard to tomorrow's teaching premises. This means that the school needs to have premises of various kinds and sizes, which also enables better use of connections between different spaces. In other words, we will have various kinds of learning centers or entities where the facilities can be transformed as needed and provide flexibility that supports various work forms.
Kouluin alkaa kehittyä omia tiloja, mediateekkejä.
Schools will employ their own spaces, mediatheks and workshops, which will necessitate constant change. This change will spring up from the students. Therefore, they will also be allowed to modify the interior design themselves.
Furniture needs to be easy to move and carry. For example, when beginning group work, furniture is placed into a form that supports this particular learning situation.
Everything new that IT brings with it is also extremely visible in the interior design of schools.
I believe that further requirements will come about, especially for furniture, which means that furniture will need to suit many various kinds of use. It will not be enough to have a combination of a desk and a chair.
Tomorrow's school must endure use, both the surfaces and furniture.
Furniture is expected to be transformable and flexible, and ultimately these qualities need to be defined by the user. For the past 20 years, classrooms have been furnished with birch and beech materials. So perhaps now is the time to shift to fresh colors and pure white and to use them to enliven the learning environment.
Material development is constantly ongoing and aims to make furniture durable without making compromises on comfort.
We need to bring in freshness and add trendy, up-to-date things into school environments as well.
Fashion truly sets major challenges for products. Jeans are often decorated with strassers, studs, buttons and chains, so the surfaces of furniture face significant wear and tear.
New, innovative materials such as wood and plastic composite allow for durable structures in student products.
Today's students truly appreciate it if upholstered furniture is brought to the hallways. They are very pleasant to sit on. Even though student chairs are ergonomic and comfortable to sit on, everyone wants to sit on soft furniture at some point during the day. The fabrics available today also enable bringing soft values to the school world through furniture.
In addition to durability, furniture is expected to be easily movable and ergonomically sound. At the same time, the acoustic in the classrooms is expected to allow working at a personal workstation, but also to cater for group work. Therefore, while moving furniture and making noise, the overall premises need to support everyone's personal learning process. The surface of wood and plastic composite feels like wood. The chair features the benefits of a plastic chair: durability and lightness.
New safety regulations have been taken into use for schools, and they even recommend naming various floors and wings according to colours rather than letters or numbers. This allows even the youngest preschool pupils to grasp the idea of the red wing rather than some G wing.
With design processes of this kind, applying a multi-professional and networked process model is an absolute necessity, allowing teachers and students, the actual users of the facilities, to participate in the design process.
Functional interaction and mutual understanding between the customer, salesperson and designer guarantee that the optimal result is reached.
The architect, the users, and the suppliers of the actual interior solutions begin cooperation. And the most important thing here is actually that the cooperation is launched at a very early stage, as early as drafting. Tomorrow's classroom cannot be something that is given from above. Instead, it needs to be a process where the users dictate the basic elements for the activity, and the designers and interior decorators then have to find ways to turn these wishes into reality.
Keep your eyes open to the future and towards new and progressive challenges through product development and spatial design. That's the way to build new, fantastic schools for tomorrow.